Minku Monkey Makes Some Music. Toonbun was a forest full of all sorts of animals, tall or short, furry or sleek, fast or slow, and Minku the monkey had many friends among them. But what he loved most about the forest that was his home were the many birds that sang sweetly almost every hour of the day. Minku wished he too were that musical, and so took singing lessons from Miss Nightingale, the singing queen of Toonbun. But when Minku tried to test his singing skills at Husna Hippo's birthday party, things did not go too well. As her glass window shattered to bits when Minku tried to hit an especially high note in his song. The party had ended quickly.
I'm really so sorry, Husna. It's just that I love music so much.
Minku apologized.
Well, maybe then, instead of singing, you could try playing some instrument, Minku,
suggested Harry Hare.
But what if I'm not good at that too?
You will never know unless you try,
replied Big Bro encouragingly. Cheered up, Minku headed home, trying in his mind to pick which instrument he would play. He thought as he swung along on the vines. But so caught up in these thoughts was he that he did not pay attention, and as he hopped off the last vine, boom, he fell with a great big bump right onto Cray the cat, who was hidden in the bushes below.
Meow!
Exclaimed Cray painfully as he got back up to his feet.
Oh, I'm really sorry, Cray,
Minku said, running to help Cray up.
I was not looking where I was swinging. It's alright,
answered Cray, massaging the lump on his head.
See you later. You seem to be in quite a rush. Why were you hiding in the bushes?
Asked Minku, curious as always.
Yeah, I'll tell you. But you gotta keep it a secret, meow.
Minku nodded.
Promise I will. Meow, I found a magical garden full of the most amazing things,
said Cray.
Ooh, does it have an instrument in it that I could play music on?
Asked Minku eagerly.
Oh, I think so,
said Cray, shrugging his shoulders.
But we have to be careful, meow. Else the witch whom the garden belongs to may find out. Oh, I'll be very careful, I promise,
said Minku. And so he followed Cray as the cat carefully walked down the path into the witch's secret garden. The magical garden was filled with wonders of all kinds. A rainbow tree with 14 colors, huge sweet-laden trees, pools of candy, an eat-your-wish tree which sprouted whatever you wanted to eat, and so many more amazing sights. Cray happily gobbled the many treats. But Minku searched until he found it, the most wonderful horn that ever was.
I got it!
Exclaimed Minku in delight and snatched it up.
Cray, I got it, my perfect horn!
Yelled Minku out loud to Cray.
Meow, shh, Minku, don't make much noise. Wait till we leave the garden, meow,
warned a worried Cray. But Minku was too excited to listen. Ignoring Cray, Minku raised the horn to his lips, muttering,
I must try it out right away.
And blew. The horn's sound echoed through the gardens, and there was pin-drop silence. Suddenly,
Who dared enter my secret garden?
Came the witch's shriek, angry and loud, and the next moment the entire garden started falling apart about Cray and Minku. How So the two ran, leaping, ducking, and dodging as the ponds burst out hot candy like lava. And the trees shot out their branches like tentacles, gasping for breath. Cray and Minku hurled themselves with all their might through the shot into the ground, disappearing forever.
Oh no!
Wailed Minku.
I lost my horn, Cray. Meow, well, you can't get it back now, Minku.
Said Cray sadly.
For the magic garden too is lost forever. Meow.
Minku was ashamed and very sorry. Thanks to his haste, his dreams of becoming a great musician had gone to waste.